Hi there, hello and welcome to the channel. Within today's short gold making addiction, I would like to share with you my preparations for making gold the moment Undermine and the 11.1 update goes live. So like always, go grab a coffee and please get comfy and warm and allow me to get started. Love it or completely hate it, but as you may be aware, Blizzard's new Plunderstorm Battle Royale game mode has returned to World of Warcraft, which only means Undermine will soon be upon us. However, currently there is no confirmation as to when the Plunderstorm event will end, and there is no official release date as to when the Undermine and the 11.1 patch will go live. This is only speculation, but with how certain dates line up and when certain events actually end, my guess would be around the beginning of March 2025 as to when Undermine and the 11.1 patch goes live. Undermine will be bringing us some much-needed profession updates once it launches, with new recipes, Knowledge Point Treatises, and the long-awaited Knowledge Point Respec Mechanic. The best part, however, is that these incoming changes have now presented us gold farmers with some new opportunities for making gold, so allow me to show you how. All new recipes coming within patch 11.1 will use basic current and endgame reagents for crafting, and this is where part of the demand for them will come from. Vanta's runes will be highly used by raid guilds and teams for progression, where reputation contracts will help with gaining rep faster. So as a farmer, it's simply a case of stack and save all reagents now to then sell once the patch goes live, supplying the demand and making some decent gold for doing so. This next example is the only new cooking recipe coming with patch 11.1 so far, and is subject to change at any moment by Blizzard. As you can see, there is a new cooking reagent called Undermine clam meat, which we do not have access to yet. However, we can only obtain this reagent while fishing within the Undermine zone. So it might be a good idea for players to max out their end-game fishing skills as well as their Algory Weaver line attachment for the best possible results. And the basic vendor flip, gold making method, I have shown with a full breakdown in a previous video, will only become far better once the new patch launches. Now, one of the biggest updates hopefully coming with patch 11.1 and the new Undermine zone is the new Profession Knowledge Point Respec Mechanic. Before I continue, however, please understand that this is a new in-game feature that was supposed to be released within patch 11.0.7, but did not make it due to Blizzard needing more time to work on it. And now, the new Profession's Knowledge Point Reset Mechanic looks like it will be coming with patch 11.1. as indicators have been found with several new currencies being discovered relating to this new feature. So, as farmers, we are able to take advantage of this new feature simply by supplying the new demand for endgame reagents. How many players will want to respec or completely change professions now due to this new mechanic, and each one of these players will need endgame reagents to help them do so. And a decent percentage of these players will simply buy what they need from the auction house instead of farming, which is only creating a new demand for endgame reagents, which in theory should raise the prices on a lot of reagents and making a fair few farms active again. The worst case scenario being that the new Profession Respec Mechanic has little to no impact on certain markets on the auction house, which is not a problem at all. Endgame reagents will be needed no matter what and tend to rise in price with new patches and updates. The point I am trying to make is no matter how patch 11.1 affects the reagent markets, using the stack and save method now to then profit at the start of the new patch will simply work. It's a tried and tested method myself and many players do already and have done for many years. It was the exact same process I used at the very end of the World of Warcraft's first ever remix event held last year in Pandaria, and when the War Within expansion started. So, as a quick recap, the endgame reagents highlighted on screen now will be the most used reagents at the start of patch 11.1 due to the new recipes and so forth. But all other endgame reagents will still sell extremely well, and it's the main reason as to why I am just stacking and saving everything I get now to hold until the launch. By current dates, in theory, there is less than 30 days until 11.1 goes live, leaving us farmers plenty of time to prepare. So, these are my preparations for making gold once Undermine and patch 11.1 get released in under a month. Simple forward planning at its best and with no need to rush, and now complete. Thank you for watching, and I really do hope you found this useful and take note of what's been discussed. Now, however, I am off to heal and rest, so until the next one, and like always farmers, stay away from the crazy people and please stay warm and safe out there.